welcome to Superb Story Time, a time where we listen to beautiful, wonderful short stories. We draw life skills, life lessons, life values from them and become thought leaders. A beautiful story, a true story from a family, two sons, very simple name, John and James. Both are brothers. John and James, they grew up in the same family, and however, the parents, everybody took care of them equally. John and James, both brother, one elder, one junior. However, John was very spiritual, very ritualistic, and parents though brought them up with the understanding of God and every other thing. James, on the other hand, what happened is he got into bad company. He didn't have very good friends. He would often get into fights, he would get into trouble, he would got into every other thing. As they keep on growing, John went on to study medicine. John became Dr. John. Whereas James got separated, not very sure. He would he would very rarely be in touch. In fact, after some time, he was not at all in touch. He had left the family. Both brothers had got separated. He was no in touch with the family and all that. And he got into doing very different things from taking care, from doing things of all notorious things, all mischievous thing and every other thing was happening with the younger brother James. John, on the other hand, went on to become a doctor. Then, during this time, World War II broke out, and everybody, since there was a huge number of people who were needed for the war or something like that, even John was also asked to join the army, that you have to join the army. And John, since he was a doctor, he was made to join as a medic. An army doctor is also called as a medic or an army doctor. So he joined there. And his job was not to fight, but to save lives. Many people. Women were enrolled as nurses, men were enrolled as doctors, whoever had completed medicine and all the other things. However, something strange happened from the other army, from the opponent's army. In fact, James was also picked up. All these gundas, hooligans, all these mischievous kids were also given very little training or no training, and they were made. They were given a gun, go shoot, go do whatever you want. And if you are able to do something, you might be useful. Otherwise, that they were also given. So now, a particular night, what happened was James, Dr. John was on the other side, James on the other, but they had no idea that they are fighting each other. Suddenly, what happened is there was a nice, fierce battle that was taking up, and a lot of battle was going on continuously. And during that time, then the battle stopped for a little while, and then from no man's land. See, this side is one army, this side in the middle is the no man's land. Okay, so in those trenches, a loud voice started to come, a crying loud voice as to help me, help me, help me. James, James had got wounded. James had got wounded, and his friends and whatever it is, they did not care, any big deal. And nobody wanted, however he cried, nobody wanted to go and save James. And it was happening. There were many other people also. But however, on this side, John, Dr. John, not knowing who's the other side, his heart could not stop. His heart could not stop. He told his fellow fighters that, I want to go. They said, no, you go there, impossible, you'll die. No, not at all. He said, there is a person crying. I can hear the cries. I must go. They said, no, it'll be very foolish. It's complete stupidity. You'll definitely die. The moment they see somebody coming out of hiding, they'll start shooting. However, Dr. John did not stop. He made up his mind, took a deep breath and said, I am going to save this man. I am a doctor. I'm an army professional now. I'm an army guy. but before that, I'm a doctor, I'm a good human being. So he got out slowly, steadily, crawling, missing this, that. It took him about 15, 20 minutes of time. Finally reached there. Finally reached the wounded soldier. And the moment it saw it, it had taken some water, some bandages, some aspirin, some medicines and all, started giving and all the thing, cleaned up and suddenly realized it is his brother. So James, what are you doing? He said, Brother John, what are you doing? And then they were sitting there for a very long time. James was giving his entire how his life turned out so miserable and how difficult it was going out. Whereas John was listening compassionately, wanting to keep his brother alive. But however, in the middle of the night, for almost half an hour or so, that his brother passed away with the wounds and all the thing. It was out of the bleeding, he couldn't stop, and this thing. John also cried, and somewhere with little bit of safety and all the things, he finally came back after a few hours. Everybody shouted at him. Everybody shouted at him. You could have let that person die. He's an enemy. He's a dog. This is what Dr. John said. John said, he was not my enemy. He was not my enemy. He was my brother. He was my brother. And I am sorry that I couldn't save him. These were the words Dr. John said. What did you learn? This is a true story, by the way. Two things that we can actually draw from this, although you've all added it, two things that I can add value to this is, one is when God created us, all of us are children of God. God never separated us friends and foe. Never separated anyone that he is my friend, he is my enemy. No, not like that. These are the rules. Stupid human beings have ended up creating boundaries, creating borders between hearts, whether it could be in form of a religion or it could be in form of a territory or it could be in the form of economic status. God never made that separation. If you learn this value today, you will definitely become a superhuman. You will become a human being. God never did. Anybody. See, Dr. John did not leave for James. He was not knowing if James was there. He heard a cry of a wounded soldier who was crying desperately and he couldn't stop. Everybody said that enemy is a dog. He's an enemy. Don't be a fool. Don't be stupid. But he still went. He risked his own life to save him. Whether people understood or not, whether he was his real brother or not, but he said, no, he was not my enemy. He was my brother. So God hasn't created anybody as a friend or a foe. No boundaries, no borders, or whether it is religion, or whether it is caste, or creed, or economic, or any other like that. Who has created all of us? People. People who wanted to separate people. People who do not want people to get united and be a better force. To become a better human being. Everyone's a brother. Everyone's a sister. That is one thing. Second thing I would want to add is how the company changed things. John became Dr. John. James became the miscreant, the notorious, and the end was like that. So again, your surrounding matters. Environment is everything. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Sachin and I am a life coach. I use games, activities and exercises to teach young champions valuable life skills and study skills which help them become number one in studies and number one in life. Continue to watch our videos, share them, subscribe to our channel and please do comment. It'll help us, it'll inspire us to make more good content like this. Thank you so much for watching our channel. Also do visit our website. Thank you so much.